But not to worry, officer. I don't see you as part of the man. I mean, it's easy to see you as the man because you work for the police, but you don't really have power. Sometimes you may wield the power or flaunt the power or abuse the power, but I'm guessing that's because you are frustrated. You are still looked at by the general society as the man. And those people outside there, those people there, those demonstrators to the man, those protesters, whatever they wish to be called, those freedom fighters, those guerrillas, those agents of change, those rabble-rousers. Do you see how those names are opposites depending on who is in charge, who is saying them? And those people singing their protest songs, they're outside our window protesting you. You personally, as an officer of the precinct. But they're not really talking about you at all. Because it's traditionally, it's usually. It might not be forever, and I would hope not, but in the past at least, it was always men. You don't see any women's names on the Declaration of Independence. Or any, for example. And they're all white. And they're all men. And so they're all the man. And probably it still is that way, but I really don't know if it is or not, and I really don't know if that's why they are protesting, or just protesting the fact that the anarchist died, or the anti-fascist, or anonymous, or peace demonstrator, or whatever they were, because it is just as unclear to me how they actually died as it is who they actually were and what they actually stood for, because it seems clear from all those protesters that the person who died became a symbol for a lot of things. Those people out there, because they are all people, daughters of someone, sons of someone, non-binary, those daughters or sons or those non-binary humans, they are protesting outside, and while it feels personal to you, like you take it personally, like they are protesting you, because you had to walk past them when they were singing all those folksy camp songs. But it sounds like you might even agree with them. Do you? Do you? You can tell me. This really won't leave the room. Look, you don't have to answer. Let me just speak for myself. I just feel that because, my father was a cop and my grandfather and my great-great-great-uncle was a cop. They were because their dad, my great-great-grandpa, was a thief. He was a thief, so they all became cops. And their brother was a lawyer, and the last brother was a priest. Go figure. And I know that for my dad it was a really important job for him personally to do. And yet at the same time, I know my dad and my uncles didn't agree with the corrupt ideas. Like, for example, my great-grandpa could be a criminal while his brothers were police and a lawyer and a priest, because they all had devotion to the cause. Even if one of them was breaking the law, one was punishing the lawless, one was spreading the law of the Bible, and the other was defending the law of the land. They all had devotion to the cause. Do you believe in the cause? In that badge? Because some days I'm certain you do really good work, and some days you just drive around in your car, and some days you hear and see other cops say and do horrible things, and some days you hear and see other cops say and do heroic things, and some days you might want to be a protester or a demonstrator and some days, are you really proud? And I wonder, don't you want to be proud more often? Don't you want to believe in the cause and believe in yourself as a human? Because you are not your job, as I am not mine or anything. But we spend more time doing our jobs than relaxing or doing hobbies or hanging with our little brother and sister, organising or playing softball or macrame or grilling vegan hamburgers and I just want to believe and to be proud and believe. And to believe, don't you? Come on. You know I didn't do it, come on, you know. So why don't you just let me get out of here? Let's get out of here, come on. Let me buy you a cup of tea.